Ba, 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 ba. Good. Good morning, everyone. It's Sparks here, back for more Final Fantasy 14. Last time around, while I was tired, I managed to get some guild work done, but we still got loads more to do because I've leveled up even further. So, let's get into it. Today we meet with this guy. This indeed is an unfortunate development. However, thank Nima here. I need your help. The entire guild is presently engaged in dealing with a sudden deluge of orders. Amongst them was a commission for a bespoke dress, all aspects of which I have intended to handle personally. Alas, I have just this moment received yet another request, this time from Her Grace, which must naturally take precedence. Oh, well. What's the problem? Since you have some experience engaging with customers, I would send you to speak with the client, Babawa, in my stead. We arranged to meet at the Gold Court later this... Where's the time gone? We had arranged to meet now. Babawa will be bringing his daughter, Kokomo, for whom the dress is intended. Be sure to speak to her as well. Alright, well, as you can see from my quest log right now, I do have some additional quests, guild leaves that I've taken on. However, these ones, Velveteen, require a material that I don't have. The only way to get that material is either by sending your retainers on ventures or killing dynamites. And who might you be? I was under the impression I was meeting with the Guildmaster. Well, it is of little matter, I suppose, for I have the famous Redland Rose still intends to design my daughter's dress. As for what matter of dress, simply put, I will not have my Kokomo garbed in common cotton. The jeweler's daughter must be refined, resplendent, a ruby amongst the riffraff. Her mere presence should reassure my customers of the quality of my... I believe I made myself clear. Pray relay my requirements to your Guildmaster. You're from the Weaver's Guild? I'm kind of sorry you have to come all this way. Truth to tell, I don't really want another dress, but Father insisted. And if Father insists, I just want this over and done with, so please, ask my father what he prefers, I shall defer to his wishes. Okay, what ones can I do? Goldsmith and Weaver is the one we're currently doing, which is over level 25, so it doesn't need the friendship circlet anymore, or can't make use of it. Ah, you're back. So then, what manner of dress does our client desire? Something resplendent, which is made of cotton, you say? Might have known. His commissions rarely stipulate anything beyond ostentatiously expensive. All for a poor girl would rather the eyes of the world look the other way. Vanya's silk would achieve the desired effect, though I doubt she would feel comfortable wearing such an extravagant dress. Velveteen, though. Yes, velveteen might work. If I weave a cotton yarn and diamite silk with a short, soft pile. Beautiful yet subdued, like our modest maiden. It will be painstaking to prepare, but so be it. I shall see to the patterns. The velveteen I leave in your capable hands. Know, though, that I will not be satisfied with any ordinary fabric. Only the very best will suffice. In short, I require both the finest velveteen you can weave. Alright, high quality undyed velveteen, which requires me to get dew thread, which requires you to get diamite webs. So this is on the list of quests we can't do right now, because unfortunately we need the materials, and those materials require us to hunt diamites. So it'll have to wait. In the meantime, we're going to switch classes. Conjurer. And we're gonna go looking for the missing retainer who is near Camp Drybone. I am not gonna do that right now. I am instead gonna go to the airship landing. This is a reception desk for flights bound for Manderville Gold Saucer. Before proceeding, I must ask that you submit your ticket for inspection. You do have a ticket, yes? It appears everything is in order. An airship will be departing shortly, before the next bell. Shall I reserve a seat for you? Yes. Yeah, it looks ridiculous from the outside. Look at that thing. It's designed to look like a giant cactus. Absolutely absurd. And they have a mini version of it inside itself. I don't know if that's a character or a person in a costume. The Manderville Gold Saucer. Yep, it's now accessible. We'll sync up with the Aetheryte here and do any of the other side quests that are available in it. Yeah, I already know how this place works. Welcome, honored guests to the Manderville Gold Saucer, where your wildest dreams are ever but a card or a chocobo's beak away from coming true. This is your first visit. Nothing would please us more than to give you a full tour of our establishment, that you might enjoy its wonders to the fullest. At conclusion of the tour, it is our custom to offer our esteemed patrons a complimentary gift, straight from the vaults of our illustrious proprietor himself. Consider it Lord Manderville's way of personally thanking you for your patronage. Should you wish to take a tour, pray proceed to the main counter over there and speak with the receptionist. On behalf of the management, may I take this opportunity to thank you for choosing the Gold Saucer. Rest assured, my colleagues and I will spare no effort in seeing that your visit is a pleasant and profitable one. May fortune smile upon you. Okay. Whatever they were originally wearing around their neck, I must have traded it away. It's fine. Welcome, traveler, to the Gold Saucer. This is the main counter, where you can purchase tickets for the mini Cactpot, acquire and redeem Manderville Gold Saucer points, and much, much more. What in the world are Manderville Gold Saucer points, I hear you cry? A most astute question, and one which I shall be only too happy to answer. But first, you may direct your gaze to your left. Beyond those majestic gates, you will find Chocobo Square, home to the Chocobo Racing Circuit. Aye, what Chocobo owner has not dreamed of pitting their fleetest bird against the realm's finest in a pulse-quickening dash for fame and fortune? Truly, it is a sport of sultans. And should you desire a more elaborate console strategy, you will surely find it in Minion Square at the Lord of Verminion tables, where would-be generals pit armies of minions against one another in battles for honor and glory. Now, where were we? Ah yes, Mandeville Gold Saucer Points. Put simply, MGP, as we call it for short, is the currency by which dreams are bought and sold within these halls. But my associate here beside me can tell you more, including how to go about acquiring some MGP of your very own. Pray speak with him to continue your tour. So you're about to experience the wonder of the gold saucer for the first time? How envy you. Before you venture forth, you'll want to exchange a share of your guild for MGP, a service which is my great honor to provide. With MGP in your coin purse, you'll be able to enjoy all the fabulous attractions we have to offer, and all of the wonderful games. If you play them with skill, you'll find your little sack of points increasing 10, 20, even 100-fold. Now that you know the fundamentals, you're ready to step out onto the floor of the Gold Saucer. Your tour will continue at Card Square to southwest. The card trader will be your guide. We'll of course be happy to exchange some of your guild for MGP before you venture on. While the associates I strive to leave nothing unexplained, there truly is no substitute for first-hand experience, and I heartily recommend trying your hand at our many amusements for yourself. Blah, blah, blah. Places a total over 500. Yep, there we go. Cyrus is fixing something. Right. Welcome, Fritter. Care to test your luck with a mini cat ticket? Splendid. Now let me say, mini cat is a game of chance available to thrice every day. Playing is simplicity itself. Just guess the value of the covered numbers to win it big. If the Mia Grace is with you, you're rewarded Mandeville Gold Saucer Points galore. So, sir, do you feel lucky? Yeah, sure. I'm gonna go with this column. Yep, massive win. Generally speaking, the only ones you don't want to get are 7, 10, 13, 14, 16, or 19. Anything else that you're gonna see an increase. So, odds are you're gonna see an increase. Like here, I know I can't possibly get the 6, because the other way to get 6 is 1, 2, and 3. But they're not in a line together. So I'll try this one. There. I got 8 again. Okay. I'm gonna try this column here. Oh, damn! I got the 10,000 jackpot. Nice. Okay. Which means we actually can go to prize claim. This is where you can get any of the prizes that you want. Generally speaking, I would go for... Okay. There are some aesthetic stuff that I could get. I don't really want to. So I'll hold off on it. Passion for fashion. Is frustrated with a new challenge with door burgers. I dressed precisely as I was told. Received such a dreadful score, not to mention a million personal. You wish to know what's bothering? That is, well, for I wish to unburden myself. I've been having a frustrating time with the fashion report. The challenge they recently introduced. Yes, I, who can play any game here blindfolded and spun around, struggled with it. To be fair to myself, though, it has a subjective element. If you have mind for fashion, perhaps you would like to try your hand at the challenge. Go to Wonder Square and seek out masked throws. But be warned, the barbs on the man's tongue are barbs on their tongues. How dare they claim it was a proper yaku? Don't they know a winning hand when they see one? What do you want? I'm afraid you found me in a rather foul mood. I've had a run of poor luck with that new game, Alja. I hear it's all the rage in Doma, though it seems the Gold Saucer's clientele struggle to wrap their feeble minds around its intricacies. With a supply of shameless cheats and bumbling novices, I've yet to find a decent home. Perhaps you'll provide me with more of a challenge. Yes, some fresh meat. Could be just what I need. Run along the manifold tables and get yourself acquainted with the basics, could you? Beyond the store lie Chocobo Square and Minion Square, home to heart-pounding, hair-raising spectacles that are Chocobo Racing and Lord of Romanian. I'm obviously going to try every quest. Might even rename this to reflect the game itself. Are you content to merely amble through life, shuffling forward step by step at a snail's pace? Imagine the wind in your hair as you cross the finish line atop a chocobo. The thrill of competition and the joy of triumph. Would that not be far, far greater? Ah, well that you are here bespeaks a desire already present, does it not? I think this eve a new jockey we do receive. Alas, a jockey cannot compete without a suitable steed. A race chocobo, to be precise. May I have you think to nominate your own personal chocobo? If so, strike the thought from your mind at once, for only a chocobo trained for the task will suffice. But fear not, my friend, for it so happens that we have a surplus of fledglings in need of new companions. In fact, any who wish to don the mantle of chocobo jockey, the Mandible Gold Saucer will generally give to race chocobo. We only journey to Moogle's gift mounts in Benchburnt Meadows, where fledgling race chocobos receive their initial training. Make your intention known to a trainer named Kettering, and she will see your match with a suitable steed. Okay, well, we're gonna do that last. Definitely. But, let's make sure all of our quests are logged. Oh, also, while we're up here, let's make sure that we tap into the Ethernet. There's a minion trader over there. I don't mind trying to get more minions. Oh, they've got ones for sale for guild. Ah, these are just the same ones you can get from the people in the in each capital. I wouldn't mind having that black coral, so I'll save up for it. Also, the heavy hatchling is a fat chocobo in baby form! Oh, that's adorable. Also, a white-up Neurotolskeva. I'll save up, but for now... we're fine. Your name is Simcock. I am a child. Oh, hold on. Let me just get this Ethernet shard. Open tournament official. Welcome to Card Square, Hollow Battlefield for Triple Triad duties from across the map. Speak with Triple Triad Master in the heart of the Sanctum. Do the rules of the game. Alright, I need to talk to them first. It's taking control of a storm. Care to try your hand in entrancing new card game? And so another challenger is born. Welcome to the world of Triple Triad, where you pick your cards against an opponent in a tense battle of skill, strategy, and the odd dose of luck. Here at the Mandible Gold Saucer, I'm pleased to present all new players with the cards they need to get started. To play a match, however, first you'll need to build a deck composed of 5 cards from your registered card list. I suggest speaking with a nearby Triple Triad trader should you wish to expand your card collection. Triad message, number of sources. Dodo, Sabatender, Bomb, Mandragora, Coral. Well, aren't you a handsome one? Welcome to Card Square, home of the Triple Triad tables. What Triple Triad asked by only the mind-bending, pulse-pounding, battling Moorish card game has taken the realm by storm. But don't take my word for it. Behold! Can you not feel the tension in the air? From a hand of 5 cards and play... Form a hand of 5 cards and play the role of field general, sending your bravest into battle. Should you wish to learn the rules and experience excitement for yourself, you need only ask. Start today, and we'll even throw in some complimentary cards to help you on your way. You face off against a single opponent at any time, or if you crave an even greater test of your skills, take part in one of our regular tourneys. And believe me when I tell you, there's no feeling quite like standing triumphant on the battlefield after vanquishing all comers. You really should try it. A minute to learn, a lifetime to master. That's Triple Triad. Ah, but I'm getting carried away. You have Torfish. Wonder Square is your next destination. Not that there's any hurry, of course. If you'd like to play a hand or two before you go, you need to say the word. Okay, I don't have any cards to sell. But I can buy cards. As much as I want to save up to get stuff, I really want to try and increase my card collection. I'd like to have the Godbird Manderville card. Adamantoise, Moogle, and Oporopo. Right. Where does this place fall on the list? I actually can't remember. Extras, maybe? No, that's alarm, idling camera, and group pose. Duties, trade, how do I access Gold Saucer list? Ah, there it is. Alright, let's make our first deck. We'll hook Godbert in. The Adamantoise. Moogle. Horrell. And we'll go with the Aqua. That's deck 1. For deck 2, we'll just go with whatever's recommended. Ha! It's the same cards I put. It's fine, I'm gonna leave it then until we get more cards. We can get more cards just by playing the game a bit. Well, there's the Aetheryte, so we can teleport to and from this place whenever. Alright, speak to you. Good loss, Tubby. Why don't I show you around? I've been dying for some company. Wink, wink. Feast your eyes on the Wonder Square. From gripping games and awe-inspiring attractions to the finest in fine dining and the freshest of refreshment, there is no end to the wonders housed within these halls. And let's not forget the most wondrous of them all, El Colosso, as we lovingly call our mammoth cactus massacre. Stars some of our most popular events. Suffice to say, you won't want to miss them. I know what you think. With everything going on at the Gold Saucer, how can I ever hope to keep up? But you worry, my fellow gatekeepers, and I will always be on hand to see that you don't miss a thing. For the continuation of your tour, I've been instructed to direct you into the waiting arms of my colleague Villetta, the Cactpot Board. She's one of our most popular girls, and once you meet her, I'm sure you'll understand why. Well, that's all for now. I'm sure if the Vieira had existed at the time that this was released, all the girls working here would have been Vieira, because that's why they have the bunny ears. But I'm glad they don't. Listen, I'll have the money ready by next week, I swear. Yeah, I'm not here about whatever that is. Oh, you're not a deck collector. What a pleasant surprise. In that case, you must be here to learn how to play Doman Mahjong. I am the resident tutor, at your service. Are you by any chance familiar with the game? I actually don't know the game that well, so that's not the one where the loser drinks marble bile, is it? Kami for Fen. Is that what passes for entertainment in Eorza? Perhaps all those rumors about pirates and their drunken antics are true. Anyway, Mahjong is a far gentler affair. 4 players sit around the table collecting tiles and scoring points. You'll find there are no shortage of opponents against whom to pitch your wits. If you prefer, you can even practice against automata. They gloat less than their flesh and blood counterparts, too. Should you have any questions, Please don't hesitate to ask me. May I say, I will be very interested to see how quickly you rise through the ranks here at the Gold Saucer. Yay. It's actually a duty they can go into. Yeah, the Gold Saucer is a premium selection of items for the realms, Doma, Mahjong, and Masters. Okay, so that doesn't work until you completed a main scenario quest from the next expansion. Wow, okay. Hey, Redland Rose. Oh, a new challenger has come to put his stylistic sensibilities to the test. Welcome to the fashion court, good sir. What? Is everything quite alright? Yes, everything is rosy. Redolently so. Excellent. Full glad am I to hear. Now then, I believe this is your first time participating in fashion report. Allow me to explain the concept and the rules. Basically, that conversation probably only happened if you had done the Weaver quest. Fashion is a form of self-expression. What we wear without what is a reflection of who we are within. Be it a conscious effort or no, this choice brings our individuality to the fore. Some folk are drawn to vibrant colors. Others may favor a loose fit for comfort. While 'tis well and good to dress to one's preferences, a man cannot prefer that which he does not know. The world of fashion is vast and at times daunting, but if we have the courage to take a step into the unknown, we may discover wonderful new ways of self-expression we had never considered. And 'tis for no other reason than to encourage folk to take that first step that I create this challenge, the fashion report. The rules are simple. I shall assign you a theme, based upon which you are to attire yourself to the best of your sensibilities. We shall then judge you and award you a score. Participating is free, and there is a host of fabulous prizes to win, courtesy of Manderville and Manderville. If you wish to know the finer points of the game, my lovely assistant Kasumi shall attend you. This is our first time seeing an oral. I look forward to giving you my unadulterated, brutally honest evaluation of your fashion sense. See yourself, let me know when you are ready to undertake the challenge. Alright, so the fashion report just means they'll give you a list of things to wear. And you have to acquire those things and pair them with other things. There you go, the judging period is yet to begin. It's just sensibilities. Current theme. To adventure in sheep's clothing. Omega ornamentation. Friend to the end. Okay, well, another time. Right, have we already, I just wanted to make sure that I hadn't missed any of the markers. Oh, is there not a... Okay, there... Oh, there it is. There's the... what I was looking for. Huh, he has a different marker for quest. What does that mean? For the very farthest reaches of Far East comes the one and only Yojimbo. Only the bravest of the brave will dare face this mysterious swordsman, the ultimate test of skill. The slice is right. The chance to win prizes galore. If you're ready, come on down. No. I'm good. I guess I could watch whoever's going. Greetings, handsome. I've been waiting for you. I am Valletta. I'd like to personally welcome you to Event Square, the most spacious of all the areas of the Gold Saucer. Event Square is a veritable cornucopia of pleasure and delight. The outsizable stage in the middle of the square has caught your eye. This is a scene in some of our most sensational attractions, so don't be shy about taking center stage. After the curtain has fallen, why not try changing your life forever? After the jumbo cackpot, all you need is a handful of MGP and a head full of dreams. Just choose 4 numbers and cast your hopes in the heavens. You never know just when Mia will smile down upon you. Now, as much as I've enjoyed getting to know you, I'm afraid it's time for us to part. The next and final leg of your tour takes you to Round Square. Don't think too much about the name, Dolly. Even I'm not sure it's supposed to make sense. Welcome to the Jumbo Cat Popper. Yours of your dreams is only 4 digits away. Can I come to the ticket, sir? Excellent. Let me analyze how it works. First, you purchase a Jumbo Cat Pop ticket from me. You then pick your 4 lucky numbers. Any from 0 to 9 that tickles your fancy, and inscribe them upon your ticket. After that, simply wait until we announce the winning number and see if you have any matches. Check your digits from last to first. The more matches you have, the more Mandeville Gold Saucers points you'll win. If all your numbers match, then ding ding ding, you've hit the jackpot. You receive an embarrassing large number of MGB, an extravagant prize besides. With the Jumbo Cat Pop, the more participants there are, the grander the prize becomes. Just imagine how many MGP you'll stand to win if all your friends and allies join in the fun. Time comes to draw the winning number, look no further than the lovely Cat Pop cashier. She will provide you with everything from first prize to consolation prizes. Last but not least, I will be here to assist you, day or night, if you ever have a lull. Right. Sir? Alright, no, we buy them from him and then she'll be who we prize them in with. Alright, I don't have enough MGP for the rest. Okay. We're gonna go back, we're gonna go buy more. Because I would like to have a full set of tickets. We have 30, so we'll require 470. Not enough to get any prizes, but enough to, at the very least, submit for this. Going until Saturday at 8 p.m. to claim your prize. Saturday, 8 p.m. Just gotta remember that. Next stop, Round Square. Let's sync up the Ethernet shard. That should give us access to all of them. Yay. Are you a first-time visitor? I was told to expect it. 1,000 welcomes to the Gold Saucer and 1,000 welcomes to Round Square. How can a square be round, you ask? I'm not sure I understand the question. Moving on to more important matters, is that lofty peak now a sight to behold? That is not correct. The main attraction here at Round Square. One of our most thrilling events pits our customers against each other and challenges to see who can swiftly scale its heights. I tell you, the view from the summit is a sight to behold. That concludes your tour of Gold Saucer. While I'm sure you're eager to start enjoying yourself, pray do not forget to return to the main counter and claim your complimentary gift. even start climbing this thing. I wouldn't mind practicing, but this is probably just a display. The actual thing is probably not the same. Alright, let's get back. I'm definitely gonna rename this episode around the idea that we went to the gold saucer. Welcome back, honored guests. I trust that you've come away from the tour with a greater appreciation of all the gold saucer has to offer. Yep, sure have. As a token of our appreciation for your patronage, it is my great pleasure to offer you a complimentary gift from the personal vaults of our esteemed proprietor. Well, knock me down with chocolate tailboat. Is that a new customer I see? Haha, I could hardly have picked a better time to drop in for an impromptu inspection. Master Roland, yes, this gentleman here has but this moment completed his introductory tour. Is that so? Well then, allow me to personally welcome you to the Gold Saucer. I am Roland, good sir, the fellow entrusted with overseeing the daily affairs of this fine establishment on behalf of our esteemed proprietor, a great man if ever there was one. You're an adventurer, yes? Your dress and bearing told me as much. I dare say, then, that on your travels you have seen first-hand the difficulties which yet plague our nation. Witnessed the struggles of Alamigo displaced masses and those whose homes were consumed in the fires of the calamity. The Sultanate is not unsympathetic to their plight, of course, yet how can one begin to provide succor to such countless multitudes? One man had an answer. Godbert Manderville had a dream of a house of untold wonders, to provide stable employment and lodging to the displaced, mirth and merriment to the disconsolate, and prosperity and plenty to the Sultanate at large. To many of our patrons, the Gold Saucer is merely a Eorzea's foremost entertainment venue, a place to forget about their cares for the day. To me, it is one of the founding stones upon which our realm will be rebuilt, a miracle wrought by the hand of the greatest man I have ever known. Something tells me you understand that which I have told you, that you, perchance, share a similar dream. I shall keep you no longer. The Gold Saucer and all its wonders await you, friend. Pray enjoy them to your heart's content. Till we meet again, may the spinner's pull be ever kind. Yay. Alright, we're done. Gonna head over to the airship and head back to Ul'dah. See passage to Ul'dah. You can also purchase passage to other places. Which we will go to Gridania to get the Chocobo later. But that's a later thing. Right now, there's another quest that I saw in this city that I want to go do. But also more guild-related things. Because I think Goldsmith and Alchemist should have another quest for me. So we're going to go do that. So first, let's switch to Alchemist. And go over to the Alchemist Guild. I'm pretty sure I have another quest here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let me just update our gear accordingly. It's only level 10. Or 13. We've already got all the options. I remember your face this time, my most helpful assistant, and it is most fortuitous that I do, for the irksome effort I have expended in grooming your building skills is about to be rewarded. My mewling subordinates have requested that I put aside my personal research for but a moment or two, to show a portion of the guild's workload, even going so far as to force upon me some other alchemists' petty tasks. But fools to think I am to serve Guildmaster Catrice in such a mundane capacity. If they had wanted an accommodating drudge to head the guild, they should not have elected me to the post. Gods know there are others about the forestry who would have been better suited to a leadership position. It's times such as these that I curse my blood ties to the syndicate. I would personally be content to eschew such tedious duties in favor of my own work. Which, of course, brings us to this moment. It is with great relief that I entrust this matter of beeswax to you. 12 lumps of beeswax to be precise. Yes, I knew you would prove your worth before long. Now to work to work. Okay, so beeswax requires beehive chips, of which, if we're going to make... How many beeswax get made per thing? I don't know. But I'll see if I have any beehive chips. I have some. Brenda Ray has some. I'll go and talk to her and see about getting some. But alternatively, they do have beehive chips. Please have beehive chips. Beehive chips. Cool. I need to make 12 of these, so I don't know how much I'm going to need, but it requires 3 per, so I'm going to go ahead and, just to be safe, get 36. Make the first bit. It only has to be basic. And then we'll make 11. I hope when I go to do the actual, like, preview image for the video, it gives me the exterior shot of the gold saucer. That would be the best option. I don't know how to, like, specifically get specific things. I probably have to watch the video and get a screenshot or something. But for now... Aha, such bliss in my research might progress unhindered by bothersome requests. Which, have you created the beeswax as I asked? Yes, I have indeed. These will never be used for the Sultan's bedchamber candles, but the quality is passable, I suppose. This is indeed a wonderful arrangement. Perhaps I should pass on to you the mantle of Guildmaster in its vexatious entirety. Now, the beeswax you have brought me is, as you must surely realize, a purified form of the substance honeybees use to build their hives. Candles are the most obvious use for this refined material, but beeswax may also be used to enhance leather goods, or be mixed with dye to create painting supplies. It is not the most difficult material to create, though keeping the quality consistent for such a large batch speaks well to your attention to details. I have thought to be content with not more than a convenient lackey at hand, but mayhap with further training. You must somehow supplement your studies, but I am loath to be parted from my workbench. Thankfully, I am aware of the perfect solution to this problem: tradecraft. A selection of alchemical odd jobs should be available to you at the Adventurers Guild. Simply speak with the fellow at the desk. Eustace, I think it was. In any case, you should be provided with ample opportunity to practice your discipline, and even receive payment while doing so. Remember, your improvement is my utmost concern. Yay, we leveled up. We are only 1 level away from hitting the next class, so let's go see if there are any more tradecraft leaves for this class available. Oh wait, there are. I just can't do them. Because I don't have any allowances left. How do you check for when leaves refresh? I think there's a timers menu or something. Character, stands, actions and traits, adventurer played, portraits. Which I'm going to go ahead and add to this. Currency, character, armory, chest. Sorry, it'll be a lot easier to do that if I can actually just do it. And that's where the gold saucer one is. Okay. Let's see. Duties, recommendations, collections, key items, journal, duty finder, duty support, all of them out. Timers. That's what I wanted. Alright. So next leave allowance refreshes at 1 p.m. It would be noon, but I guess counts right now. Hellos! Welcome in. Alright, what are we doing next, though? Just did Alchemist. We've got Weaver's most recent one. We can't progress that further right now. So I guess that leaves Goldsmith. Hello, Serendipity. What have you got for me? I would not believe what just happened, Arbert. He touched my bottom! I was assisting one of my goldsmiths when he reached out and grabbed it without warning. Then he has the gall to say that my bottom lacks sufficient shape and tone. I feel so violated and insulted. Glad Robert wasn't here too. Although it reminds me, Robert was back again with another commission. This time he wants a pair of fang earrings and a brass gorget, baby. And not by just any goldsmith, mind you. He specifically requested the artisan who crafted the copper rings. That's you, Artbert. You must be really impressed by your work. When the accessories are ready, pray present them for my inspection. I want to ensure that Robert's completely satisfied. Well, I can certainly try to make the items you requested. Just quick synthesize the earrings if I've already made them. Oh, and we can also we can't quick synthesize it, but we have all the ingredients we need for it. Hardin's Gorge coming on. I don't want to keep Robert waiting. Here you go. Impressive work on it. You clearly have an affinity for brass. The fine touches on the earrings in particular are... Can you take fangs, brass? This presents a dilemma. I should not like these items, but they feel fresh. Your numerous mistakes, when taken together, give an endearing quality. I am reminded of Serendipity. Her meager bosom and her buttocks are... Gigi, I'll have you know that my bosom is quite ample. My bottom is as firm as can be. I simply don't wear clothing that... Wait, this has nothing to do with anything. I refuse to be party to a debate over my own body parts. Oh, I love her. And Gigi, they're both great. We're talking about the earrings and gorge you made, Albert. Both called for brass, which is more useful than you may realize. While this isn't the fanciest metal around, it can be made to resemble gold in appearance if shaped and polished well. This is very true. Brass is very useful for that. It's a lot cheaper than gold as well, so you can have something that looks just as nice, but is a lot cheaper. Despite Gigi's comments, I believe you've done an excellent job, or we will doubtless agree. So you requested that you make these items. I suppose you should be the one to deliver them. So you'll find him outside as before. Aside from the headgear, we're fine. Although if we level up again, we can swap out the headgear. My objective is to make it better. Good to see you, Albert. I take it the earrings and gorget are ready? By the gods, the craftsmanship is exquisite. This isn't gear to be worn, but art to be admired. Still wonder that Serendipity was named Guildmaster at such a young age. She is a woman of incomparable talent and rare beauty beside. What, it was you who crafted these? Well, now, this is an unexpected development. I'll have to keep my eye on both of you. Both you and your lovely Guildmaster. My thanks, Albert. He thought it was my handiwork? I don't know what to say. For a customer to mistake your work for mine speaks to your growth as a guildsmith. At the rate you're improving, I can only imagine what customers will be saying about 2 years from now. Albert, oh gods, you should have seen it. It was glorious. A golden brown apple tart, freshly baked by a Bismarck-trained chef. I was saving it for an afternoon snack. When I turned my back, that little terror ate it. Gigi ate it. Mammoths can't even taste food. Then he had the nerve to criticize my diet, saying it would lead to further deviation from conventional standards of beauty. Gods, I just... Pardon my Asworth, that's not why you're here. Keeping your skills sharp, I trust. You know, it occurs to me that the past 2 tasks I gave you weren't proper lessons. I might teach you something new. What do you know about materia? Wait, don't answer that. Even if you're familiar with it, 'tis my duty as Guildmaster to instruct you in its application to our craft. To do the basics. Materia are special crystals you can use to enhance the properties of items. Now, attaching these crystals requires an artisan's touch. So for this lesson, I want you to attach materia to an item. Not any of mine, item, mind you, but a staghorn staff, which I would have you craft yourself. This particular staff may prove difficult to construct, if only because the requisite horns must be cut from antelopes, which are not native to Thanalan. If you wish to purchase some, you might have luck searching over the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. If it doesn't yield what you seek, search for Godania may be ordered. There's numerous types of material out there. It's entirely up to you what you use. I'm only concerned with the ability to attach it, after all. Oh, and I almost forgot the most important part. If all this talk of materia makes absolutely no sense, you could go to Central Thanalan and learn from Master Munimix himself. Though, to be honest, I don't understand a word he said. No questions? Splendid. Off you go, Albert. Okay, so a staghorn staff. Do we have a marbled eye? No. Do we have antelope horns? No, we don't. Okay, I'll try the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Fair point. Thank you for the advice. Marbled eye. How many do we need for this? Just the one. And they don't have the other item. I'll go see if somebody on the Avenue Exchange has it. If not, we'll set aside this quest for now. We're not buying it from a person right now. They'll probably be way over bloated in price. Potlucks? What do you sell? Nemesis. You sell food. Okay. Apothecary? Sells all the various potions. Tradescraft merchant sells a lot of different things. Hopefully they have what I need. Which is... Come on, have it. What was it again? Antelope horn. Okay, I don't see it from this guy. Okay, so that person's not gonna have it. Yeah, I'd rather just either see if I can find somebody who sells it. I am so glad they actually changed up how dyes work. It makes things a lot easier. Okay, items. Let's see if you have it. No, you sell fishing tackle. Okay. Arms mender, armed merchant. Okay, so for now, this quest is going to get set aside, I think. Yeah, being able to just have one die to get any color is great. Or is it 2 dies? Either way, reducing the number of dies you need so you just have like 1 which you can turn into anything is great. Okay, so Goldsmith will be setting aside for now. We'll have to go hunting for the material we need. So, with that in mind, that's Goldsmith, Weaver. We're up to date on Miner because we got the active quest for it. And we've got the active one for Weaver and Goldsmith. So, area that we haven't visited yet, and things that require hunting. So we'll set aside those quests for now and go back to doing some ones for classes. So let's switch to Thaumaturge and go over to the Thaumaturge's Guild. Oh. We've already done the level 20 quest for Thaumaturge, apparently. Okay. Have we done the level 21 for Pugilist as well? Yes, apparently we have. Okay. Does that mean we've also done the one for Gladiator? If we have, then we'll just get back to the main story. Or whatever side quests we have. Okay, so we have. We're waiting to get to level 25 now. So, which class are we leveling? The 2 lowest right now, the 3 lowest are Conjurer, Rogue, and Arcanist. So, I think I will focus on Conjurer for right now. There's also a side quest over on the Sapphire Avenue Exchange I should go check out. I think... What's the name of this one? Bald Fantasy. Yeah. It's your free Fantasia quest that they added in one of the later patches. Well, hello there, lad. Care to make some easy gill? I'll deliver a file of my wares to a customer. I'll make it worth your while. Is this one of those swindles I'm supposed to report? Heavens no, this is a perfectly legitimate job, and I would never lie to you. It simply isn't in my nature. Now that we understand each other, take this to the Gladiator waiting on the steps of Null. Once you receive his dues, bring them straight back here. And rest assured, I will know if you're even a gill short. Okay. Where's the person we're looking for? Very close to where we are. Okay. Running. Yeah, so my big thing for when I play Final Fantasy XIV is that I try and level every class because I think it's fun to play every single class, at least for a little bit. In terms of my favorite classes, because this isn't my first character, this is a new one I've made specifically because I wanted to replay through the entire story from the beginning, because it's been years since I played the beginning, and I do not remember most of what happened. There's a new expansion coming out, so... one moment. Somebody's trying to post something that I don't like. Because you don't sell things in my stream. Yeah! I deliberately chose to name him and could do the design off of his counterpart. Because I thought it would be fun. Because, yeah, look at that face. But, yeah, it's fun to go back. But in terms of my favorite classes, the ones that I've played, the ones I enjoyed the most are Gunbreaker for tank, Sage for healer, Viper for melee DPS, Machinist for physical ranged, and I think it was Red Mage was my preferred magical ranged. So, I do like to try everything. But in this replay, I'm probably going to focus on just getting them to the end of their individual content, and then focus on just leveling the classes that are, like, the one I prefer for that role. But we'll see how things go. I might still level everything up simultaneously. This is taking forever. Maybe it really was too good to be true. Thank you, sir. I've been waiting for what feels like an age, but finally it's here by miracle draft. Oh, do you know what this is? This, my friend, is a phial of a mysterious brew called Fantasia. Legend states that any who drink it before laying down for the evening awakens a new man or woman. My Coliseum debut is coming up, and I'm terribly nervous. So I thought this medication might bestow me with the self-confidence I lack. And a chiseled muscly body besides. Can't wait to show off in my sepulcher. Take this to the medicine merchant with my compliments. Now, to excuse me, I'm off to make my dreams come true. Oh. So he's gonna come back as a Rugadin. I don't think it's lazy. You like what you like. Like, everyone's gonna have classes that they prefer playing over others. Like, that's just how it is. I mean, the reason I prefer Viper is my actual true preferred class, because I prefer being DPS, because it allows me to just push a few buttons and not really pay attention to what anyone else is doing. Good, you're back, and with my payment, I expect. Every last skill accounted for. I knew you'd be right for the job. Now for your payment. But what's this? Oh no, he became a human. A Ur. Instead of a Rugadin. Interesting choice. A friend of yours? I can't say I recognize him. I think that was our client. My client? You mean that little Lollifellan gladiator? Your potion just turned a Lollifell into a Hure? Who's to say? I have no way of proving that man was indeed my client. But if it would sate your curiosity, I believe I can spare you a file for your own experimentation. Now my business here is done. We'll meet again someday. I clicked before reading the full thing. Darn it. Oh well. I don't really care. It's a side quest. I only care when it's main quests. Alright. Let's go ahead and... I'm gonna go ahead and hide the ones I can't do right now. Just because it'll make my life easier to only see the quests that I can and want to do. So, let's pop over to Camp Drybone. I am not gonna use the Aetheryte ticket as I want to save those for more expensive teleportations. I will come back to the person that is the other person that is wanting my attention after we help this find the missing retainer. Ooh. Also, have I done my yeah, just making sure I've done my dailies. I don't know. Maybe there is. If there is, it'd probably be under character customization and item settings. Maybe not. Maybe under control setting? I don't know. I can look it up and find out. Let's see. XIV, can you set up any vessel to use etherite tickets? Only expensive. Okay, so there is a way. Reddit tells you a way. Okay, so if you go into the teleport menu, go to settings. You can either set it to always confirm before use, always use, never use, confirm for all costs above gil allowance. And then I personally am going to set the guild allowance to anything over 1,000. Actually, no. Anything over 500 is what I'll do. I don't mind anything under that, but anything over that is a problem. Yeah, I agree. It's definitely making my life easier to not have to deal with this pop-up every single time. Getting that one. Oop. I didn't really miss that. Hey there. You, sir, are a saint. I thought I was done for. What's that look for? I take it you've never seen a retainer or a hunting venture before. It's a regular part of my duties these days. Though I admit I'm not very good at it. Oh my, is that who I think it is? Oh yes, he arrives in the neck. I'll return at once. I'm afraid I don't have time to stay and chat. Duty calls. Well, thank you again for saving my life. I wish I could reward you somehow, but I know. Go and tell Chachabi, my supervisor, how you helped me. You can find her at the Sapphire Exchange of Da. Be sure to pay a visit. And off they go. I think it's the first time my character has seen somebody teleport away. Like, we teleport all the time, but it's not that common for you to actually see other people do it, even though they definitely do. Ooh, there's some quests over there. Okay, well, we'll take those when we actually head over that direction. It's not my fault we're over leveled on certain classes. We'll actually continue the main story. Ah, I'm Isambard. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Mephilia sent word that an adventure fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are, at the very least. I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victim safely return. Let's get right to it then. Mephilia names the Amalja culprits in all of this. It would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at Church of St. Adama Landama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. Poor souls deserve proper burial. I would see to the deed before Mongols catch their scent. I know the Amalja still linger. Would you secure their remains, my friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something what the Amalja seek in this area. Well, more than likely, they're just going to summon their god. Oh. Where's the exits? There's a southern way of exiting this place, right? Yes, there it is. This is actually a clever way of designing things, building into the side of a little pit. Though, admittingly, it also is dangerous because if enemies surround the pit, then you're kind of trapped. So, you take the good with the bad. Corpses, because we can just shove those in our magic pockets. And now we're walking around with corpses in our pockets. I will always find that aspect of this weird. The kind of things we can put in our pockets. But it's a game with magic, so it gets a pass on that. It is good to see you return. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Yes, here you go. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, well done, John. Did you see any? Surely such a match of monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence. Must just take their quarry unawares. As for were Amojel remaining after all, I feared as much. Their part in the lowboard disappearing is all but confirmed. I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The Camel Jolly raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kind of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me if in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day. And even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in those vanishings? Let's say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves. It may be among them that we find the reason for these vanishings. Well, put it so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybone. He grew up in the Gold Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here a bit better than anyone else. The wager he's at the end, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. To the inn. Ugh, this guy. Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Eldoc. What in the devils do you want with me now? Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours, Isambard. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before, what with all the disappearances. You can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Please, sir, just leave me be. Jeez, I didn't even do or say anything. There's the proposal. I have nothing to say but this. Foul take who or whatever be feeding off us low folk. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Aww. I wasn't kidding. They're all terrified. Just as I told you, wasn't it? Well, a lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Welcome back, Albert. Have you learned autumn import? I see. I suppose you have expected as much from August. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, the clergy may know something of use. I'm just seeing if any of the items that I could acquire are better. Okay. I'm mainly going to be playing DPS, so... Yay, leveled up. Which means we should switch to another one that hasn't leveled up yet, so... Arcanist. If you would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than at the Church of St. Adama Landaba. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A more request I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquis. He tends the graves of Lichard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. And while we're playing this one, just summon our Carbuncle. I miss the days when the basic Carbuncle could attack, had an auto attack. It was great. I am Marquis, yes. A body, of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the bridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Interested to see what we get with the expansion. There's gonna be a lot of fun additions. May they all walk in Thalsram. Missing people? I'm afraid I can't help you. Maybe Sister Orikson can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Orison within the church walls. Oh. Wait, is that... Yep, that's it, alright. I thought so. I thought that's who I was talking to. I hear you have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude. I extend it to Isambard when next you see him. You seek knowledge of missing drybone inhabitants? It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the order. I confide in them and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marquis would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Tancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marquis, and soon. Tancred was here. Yeah, maybe. There's gonna be a lot of interesting changes coming. I heard something about how they're going to be splitting tanks between main tank and off tank. A term that up till now had been like a player-based thing. And that Paladin and whatever the new one is were going to be main tanks, while all the others that currently exist are going to be the off tank. Which I guess makes sense. It will be good for them to have the option. Actually, because it'll help them with programming newer stuff and helping the classes to evolve. Thank you, Albert. Burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. We're able to learn aught of the missing common folk. You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Artberg? Hey, Thancred. A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungust more times than I care to count. Yeah, that makes sense. It also explains the breakdown of who's going to be what. I am curious as to what the new classes are going to be, considering the fact that from what I saw the clip from the interview about it, they're going to be brand new ones to FF14 rather than legacies from other games in the franchise. So, literally, I have no way of predicting what they're going to be. Like, if it was a legacy one, I at least have a short list of what classes they haven't added yet and what weapons aren't available yet. But with them being brand new things, I have no idea. So it should be interesting to find out. I just know that one of them is going to be a ranged, physical ranged DPS, which is good because it's the only role that doesn't have at least four classes to it. And then the other is going to be attack, which also is fine. I just hope it doesn't cause any issues with the Duty Finder thing when the expansion comes out. We're already going to have to deal with an 1,000+ queue just to log on. I'm hoping the Duty Finder doesn't also have a massive lag. Because at least with the log on part, I can wait to start a stream until the login gets through. But with that, not much I can do. I too spoke with Ungust with his account. There seems to be some truth to this notion of common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Frustration, prayer, penance. Abject deeds done behind closed doors away from prying eyes. Who bear take the pious unawares, and she who takes confession. The good sister Orson herself. Orson? She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend. You'll be wise to keep an eye to this rose. Still, the Lichkeeper Marquis. I swear to 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. Okay, we've already got better gear, so we'll take the coffin actums. It's probably worse than what I have, but who knows. Oh, we unlocked another quest in this area. Sister Orson? It cannot be, though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own. It's not uncommon to see her speaking to the children, but no, it could not be. Could it? I grow wary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy Arbert and see if you cannot glean something from him from Orson's activities. I will go do that, and I'm also going to take this quest. It's you again. What impeccable timing. Oh, you need more. I'm not going to ask you to put down any more mongrels on my dead fiance's behalf. My fiancé is survived by a brother, though. He puts up at the Gold Bazaar, and he's asked that I bring him a load of tuco meat. I see to it myself, as you all know. I must stay here to send adventurers on mongrel hunt until every last one of the 20 pieces that he owes against the... Jesus Christ, woman! I suppose what I'm trying to say is, would you care to fell some tucos and obtain 5 chunks of their meat? Once you have enough, please deliver them to my late fiance's brother, Benagar, at the Golden Bazaar. Jesus. Assumed or hinted at. Yeah. Don't worry, I got it. That's what you meant. My mother is dyslexic, so I'm used to interpreting typos. Um... but yeah, double shield. That would be an interesting one. Yeah, that's fair as well. I don't know about claws because several of the weapons for monk are claws, so I think that one's probably less likely. But I can see double shields being a good one for tank. Especially if the whole point of the main tanks are that they're shield users. Plus, we do actually, from what I recall, have a double shield user in the game already, so... Yeah, the only way they can add more guns is if they added double pistols. Which I could see that. I could see double pistols being a addition. Because right now with Machinist, it's more of a shotgun type weapon, really, rather than a pistol. Even if we really just hold it like a pistol. But double pistols could be an interesting one for them to add. I mean, we got double swords in the last expansion, so why not double pistols? It would fit with physical range DPS after all. But again, not sure. Thought Myers were hard and rugged souls. I had no idea they could be so craven. Look at someone who can handle himself. Care to kill some pests for a Lalafellin lady? I'm supposed to be leading a dig along the ruins east of here for mithril deposits. Once the Myers I hired saw the vandals imps in the area, they all turned tail and fled. Slay some of the buggy buggers for me, would you? 4 dead imps should keep the others away and put the Myers behind leaves. Where's that damn Tuco meat? I asked Caitlin to bring. Won't be long before my patrons arrive. Caitlin has said you excellent. This is more than enough Tuco meat. Some miners have come to stay at the bazaar while they prospect the area for mithril deposits. They value quantity over quality, so I'll be serving them a feast of this piss-poor meat. By the by, please don't tell Caitlin is still standing at that same spot. Please don't tell me Caitlin is still standing at that same spot and Dragon sending adventurers out to slay Mongols. Told her no number of Mongol pelts or heads will bring my brother back to us. I've moved on with my life. It's past time she did the same. That is a fair statement to make, mate. I'll take the coral ring. How in the hells can you be wandering about without aught to do? There's opportunity here to Gold Czar as there hasn't been in years. I speak of the massive mithril deposits, of course. The miners I fed before are only the beginning. More and more of them will flock here in the coming week. Mark my words. Until now, we've been nothing more than a small settlement. But now the sky's the limit. An inn for the mithril miners to come to would be worth a fortune. Mark my words. I mean for that fortune to be mine. The problem I've had is that I need bodies to help me build the inn, but I can't seem to find any who are willing. I drawn up these hiring notes, hoping that they might help. Would you mind helping to get me started by posting 5 of them up in prime locations? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I mean, they did say that this was going to be a new one exclusive to FF14 and not a legacy. So, I don't know what if we can expect them to use something like a bomb thrower, but also wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility. There's also the possibility that they could go more modern direction and go with something like a Gatling gun. Or they could go with just a cannon. It will be interesting to see what they do end up going with, as there's so many different ideas for what they could do. You post all 5? You're a 12 cent. I truly don't want to let this chance pass by. Here, take 5 behind and see them straight into the hands of whatever folk you see loitering about. You have work? Carpenters. Thank the gods, I was afraid there'd be naught but mining jobs here. It's my vocation to be sure, but a man needs some variety now and then. I'll go have myself a word with this Benegar fellow. Bored out my gore. Is there no work here in this godforsaken place? Benegar is looking for able bodies, is he? I've done some woodworking in my day. Might be as he'll have some use for me. Yeah, no, that is fair. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Now I don't have a moment to talk about that. Wait, what's this then? I thought I was a missionary. Hiring hands to build a new inn? Well, that's bloody welcome news. We came here after hearing there might be mithril in these parts, but the inn's all full and I've been living out of a tent. I suppose I could lend a hand building inns till I start digging mines. I love how he built a tent in this little sheltered area. It's actually a good place to put a tent to protect yourself from the rain. If there is rain, but there probably won't be in this desert that often. What is it? Can't you see I'm busy? Benegar needs work done, does he? See more miners in the bazaar of late. I reckon that's got something to do with it. Rumor has it there's mithril on the ground around here. I wonder if there's any truth to it. What's this now? There's never learned them. Can't you just read it to me? Oh no, so who's illiterate. Benegar is building a new inn, no doubt to accommodate all the new people coming to the bazaar in recent days. Taking advantage of the new foot traffic is a right fine idea. I have no intention of helping Benegar, of course, but perhaps there's even greater profit in stocking up the food store in food stores. Well, Albert, thanks to you, I have a feeling I'll have the hands I need to see my inn built. It's a dark place after my brother died, but now I'm going to breathe life back into the bazaar. Let's get one more quest. There's mithril in Dengar Hills. There's work to be done, Albert. You haven't let me down so far. Don't start now. A miner recently come from Amalgia-san wants a sample of stone from the eastern ruins. I'm mind to give him 5 slabs of cloud marble from the invisible city. I need you to get them. Showing these to him would nigh guarantee a continued influx of miners in the bazaar. Okay, I can do that, but first, the uncombed urchin. Please help, Sister Orson went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. What if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Oh well, we can look for her. Oop, she's definitely under attack. What could be attacking her? Of course! Let's aid her. You're the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child, yes? Well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Yep, then we'll go talk. We'll finish the quests over here. Vandalous Imp. You can take a ruby card that goes in space. And the other one can take tokens. I don't want to participate in this fate. I'll try and skirt around it. Take it out. There we go. That's all 4 of those. See if we can avoid this guy completely. No, no, no! Damn it! Die already. There. We get some cloud marble. I don't mind fighting the weaker enemies, so I just didn't want to have to fight that fate boss. Though, admittingly, it was a rather pathetic fate boss. Alright, time to get some cloud marble. Oh, goody. 3 enemies. 2 enemies as well. Ah, we leveled up Arcanist. Which means the next time we're in Limsa, we can do its evolved quest. But right now we need to switch to the other class that is still only level 19. Oh, there it is. Alright, there we go and turn in these quests. Finding the imp on the way. I guess it wouldn't hurt to do a few feints here and there with experience. Well, we're pushing them further and further away from the gate, so that's good. Alright, we'll be clear about that gate. And that's it. Done. You have just ceased to prove your worth. Now I can get those cowardly miners back to doing the only thing they're good for, digging. The river veins are still no more than rumors, but if every miner flees at the slightest sign of danger, we'll never know for sure. I may need to hire you on a regular basis to pull those bloody imps. It'll be quite a while yet before any proper mining can be done. Have you gotten all the cloud marble samples I need, Arthur? Here you go. So this is the cloud marble I've heard so much about. God, look at the glimmer in this stone. I must admit, I'd never seen it for myself. I'd only heard tell of it. I see now why the mithril rumors have risen. Now listen to me, you bloody rock. The Gold Bazaar is counting on you. If this talk of mithril turns out to be a farce, I swear with time I'll dig up every last pebble of you myself, grind you to power, and sell you to the chocobo stables and sell a piece of shit. Ready shite! My word. Yes, well, sorry about that. It's just that ever since the war saw the road to Amigo cut off, the bazaar has fallen on tough times. It is a waypoint choked off from its way and is now still more than point. But I will not let it be so. I'm going to make the Golden Bazaar golden once more. From there, I'll become one of the richest men in Battleland. Then I'll finally be able to give Caitlin the life those Mongols stole from her. She's held on to the memory of my brother for so long, she's become blind to the people who care for her. People like, well, I suppose you could keep that last bit from Caitlin, but could you? I mean, I was fully thinking it might help her move on if she had somebody else in her life. And hey, if you're anything like like your brother, then yeah, she might go for it. It seems the 12 are intending to plague me these days, before with imps and now with earth sprites. I heard a haul of digging tools from a merchant to the north. He was headed down from Black Trout when the earth sprites overtook him. Luckily, he was able to escape to Camp Dragon with his life. I should make that road safe, friend. Put down 3 of those earth sprites to keep the others at bay and ease the mind of any traveling merchant. Once he's gone, find the merchant at Camp Drybone and tell him to bring his haul the rest of the way here. I can do that, yeah. Easy enough. takes me over near some quests that I'm not going to be doing for a bit yet. Or, alternatively, even though it's taking me over there, there's actually some over here. One more, and there's one over there, conveniently. And also conveniently, I don't need to walk all the way to it. Go! Throwing daggers. Oh wait, it's a ranged enemy too. I can do ranged attacks. Return to the city. I guess I could have just teleported back, but eh. I'm probably going to increase the price at which Aetheryte tickets get called on when I get to a stage of having like 100,000. Evolve the sprites? God bless you, Vast Ranger. Will have her tools. I fled here out of fear for my life, but I've come to regret that. Have you taken a look about? There are bodies laying on the ground. Dead bodies. That was my original wake-up alarm, and which I left on. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I notice I stay here any longer than I must. Once I see to it my bird's fit for travel, I'll be making for the Golden Bazaar. Okay. Zorson with attack outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods for that. I'll secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in doing so, no less. Certainly not the destiny these Thancred would have us believe. Thancred means well, but he's also an idiot. At times. I am well glad I received that in-room for Soros. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she could make a full recovery. But now on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word they will be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. Pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding his disappearances. Yep, I'm sure we will. I think this may be where we actually unlock our first trial. Which part of me hopes that it will be able to be done with duty support, because the very first trial is only a four-person one rather than a full 8. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Ah, there you are, Bert. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good Sister Orson. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor bros were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. While I was following Sister Orson near the Golden Bazaar, the band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but let's say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Arbor. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Yeah, I can take a look around. The alarm was just going off. Basically, I think I'll continue until we unlock the trial. And then probably... well, not until we unlock the trial, until we get the quest that will cause the unlocking of the trial. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? This leaflet, see the wealth of knowledge in the hands of your children. Looks like some sort of assembly like the poor with work. The lettering though, atrocious is it not? And these bits about Null Thal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the order penned this. Pray, take us to the inn at Camp Drymo. Let's see what Sister Orson makes of it. Once I will be taking a break soon to go make lunch and have it. When I do, I will be ending the stream. But after lunch, I'll probably come back. I do have some chores I need to do as well, so I'll probably do them as well. But we'll get to I'll get to that. Yeah. Later. I'll get to that once we finish this. But. Long room. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? What is this? Blasphemous! These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of weeks ago, the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive the people? The plot thickens, Arbor. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, till Isambard will be averted here. Posing as a priest, to think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Arbor. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, even more than ever. Yay, another class leveled up. What's left that still needs to be leveled up? Marauder. Isambard wants to help you identify and apprehend the false priest. Good. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. Unless we can identify the culprit, and soon more incidents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our spectre has been posing as a priest and using leaflets bearing false promises to the poor. Let Arbor and me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments from the skies. These old tunics and slopes should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Robert. So as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived in the camp and are desperate for corn. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent you and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Alright. What is it? Speak to locals while guards in a weathered shepherd's tunic and a pair of weathered shepherd's slopes. I mean, I hardly look the part. This disguise is going to be very ineffective, but And you are? Another refugee by the looks of you. Dim all flames have neither work nor coin for your life. Begone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Rude! So very rude. And I was about to get to the good part. We could you say, sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Everyone I'm gonna talk to is gonna be rude, aren't they? Of course. Yeah, that's better. I pray teaching of Ozma, the ward. I priest. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Ozma is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, ye child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. I mean, I already have her as my patron, so. Really good, sir. Is there aught I may assist you with? I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. You should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. Okay, that is actually useful intel if there are poor people meeting at a specific location. I'll probably turn these things I've acquired into glamours. What is it? Now again, look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours in Drybo? You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Albert. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. Though we weren't able to track our wayward transgressors, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, east of here. The eyes of the authorities don't reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let's go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Say you'll need to remain in disguise. You'll need to don your disguise too? I'm not doing this alone. But yeah, this is truly a terrible disguise because of the armor. Really, really, instead of just being a chest and legs, it should have been the entire outfit. I mean, it's not like we can make these invisible yet. I say yet because there will be a way to do it. It's just that that's not until later. Mongol. 2 of them. disguise is much more effective on Thancred because at least his boots don't give him away. He doesn't wear anything special on his hands. A fine day for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? Well, he does wear gloves actually, but they at least blend in. You look absolutely smashed out, possibly dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Your tattoos kind of give you away that you're not a normal person, you know. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Sorry, I'm trying to get some think of jellies that I have. I designed this box stupidly. Who are you? What do you want? It is, child, for I mean you no harm. I have received the order of Null. I come to offer you succor. Siegfried bears the teaching of Null. Trust them. They will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance. You have made a god-awful mother, August. Well, how'd you know? Bastards tricked me. Please don't harm me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Gold Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amaljar raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amaljar in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Czar, they made demands. Outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted a schedule for crystal shipments from the Nawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amaljar. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. Why did you sell out your own people? Speak. That's good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of the Amaljar pay me. You sacrificed innocence that you could line your own pocket? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Yeah, you're not going anywhere. Ugh, not you again. Were you the one leaking the immortal flames control routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that. I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe all that leaves your mouth. But no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. However, be a good man and take word of this development in Ophelia, would you? Yep. I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Alright, go to the Waking Sands. Which is what the Vesper Bay Etherite ticket's for. Alright, need to be a discipline of hand for this land of hand. Nope, just hand? Okay, what's the highest level? Or does it need to be a specific level? If not, I'll go for the lowest level one, which would be Carpenter. Or is it? Yeah, Carpenter and Armor are about the same level, so. Thanks to yours truly, you have a basic understanding of glamours, yes. I also understand you're no stranger to crafting, this and that by yourself. It so happens these skills can be applied to a singular cause. Would you be interested in helping to bring more glamour into the world? By that I mean learning to make glamour prisms, either for personal use or to aid the aesthetically underprivileged. I will explain everything in due course, but there's something I need to prepare for you. Bring me some Orthalian orange juice in the meantime, would you? Just ask for a clue, same as last time. Well, staring at me isn't going to get that orange juice poured any quicker. Hurry up, would you? Jeez. Bit needy. So I still got you running errands then? It wasn't worth out an orange juice this time? Well, sir. Well, here it is. I think she and I need to have a little chat about her tab. This order alone costs more than some of our big drinking regulars spend a whole night. You have my drink, I take it? Yep. Here you go. Now, that's what I call orange juice. Easter oranges have a bitter kick that truly invigorates the soul. All that jumping around almost made it go down the wrong way. Anyway, before we begin, I have a confession to make. To be perfectly frank, my expensive tastes in orange juice have to be paid for somehow. My intentions are sincere, my reasons for helping you are not entirely altruistic. Pass this letter to Godward the merchant. He'll allow you to browse his glamour prison recipe times. If you buy him, they'll give me a cut of the profits. Let the knowledge you seek, and I'll have money for orange juice. What could be more I'll also send word to my associate, Wizcard and Revenant's told. We have a similar arrangement. I'm sure you'll find his prices just as fair as Godward's. We'll start with Godward, though, since his stall is right here. There. By the Heist. Once you've read one of those books, you'll be able to make the prisms yourself and share the glory of glamours with the masses. Ah, okay, we have to turn this into a specific level. What level? It must be level 15. Okay. What's the lowest level that's over 15? Goldsmith. I sense you come in pursuit of true vigilance. Is that the letter of introduction peeking from your pocket? May I see it? Ah, so you are Sir Byrne's protege. You wish to produce glamour prisms. Noble endeavor. My selection of tomes reserved for only the most deserving, and yours to peruse. Good. It'd be good to learn how to make them. Oh, also, a full set of the Emperor's new stuff would also be good. Being able to hide things that I don't like is incredibly useful. And then, of course, all the glamour prisms. There we go. We have to use these books. There we go. And that's it. Now we switch back to Marauder. And continue with our quest. We'll finish this quest and we'll take our break. Welcome back, Upward. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see, you have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none will be able to know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information, if your blood will be spilled before all is said and done. We feel we would like you to meet a distinguished individual. Though we seek a peaceful resolution of the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight with our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, and have you meet the goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubbly Paws, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced the revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. Knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret. As Mutamix's students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke and the way of power. Yeah, I know that going. Blackbrush Station. I said I'd take a break, but this is gonna be a short. This is gonna be a short fucking quest. Why am I over here? It's around the corner. We'll wrap it up. Also, if I switch to I'll quickly switch to Goldsmith again. This person has a quest that we should do because it allows us to learn how to affix materia ourselves. Leather, I see you're a discipline of the hand like me. Have your interest in learning how to meld materia to gear? If so, it'd be my pleasure to teach you. Ready to begin? Good. Now then, there's one thing to keep in mind when melding materia slots. Arms and armor each have a certain number of these slots, and this determines how many pieces of materia they can host. Normally, an item cannot host more pieces of materia than it has slots. However, as with most other things in life, there are certain exceptions. This sort of knowledge is for later down the road. After you become more experienced, you may want to broach the subject matter with Master Mutamix. Off you go, and happy melding. There. We can now affix material ourselves instead of having to go to a material melding. Who is upladder comes to tinkering and here with bubble pots. Fighty Tool drinks in airy self. When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to stony shine, named materia. If materia join with other Fighty Tool, then the god Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Infield. Yes, Typhlops is a mix of fastness. Ophelia wants Uplander to see power of material. Uplander either brings Fighty Tool to Mutamix, yes? Fighty Tool is unstrung as eating tool. Make good TP. Show power of material. The Material Master. Thou eyes of Uplander pointed back to yes. Material joined with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains power of materia. Fighty Tool Reborn. Here, Uplander pick Fighty Tool to the materia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing it. Not just anyone put in the server, it must have sufficient spirit knowledge, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of material to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Numix turned that dagger of yours from someone as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to join a material, but Uplander is still brain caged with knowings of craft making. With knowing of craft making, Uplander come join your material. If Uplander wants brain caged around with knowing of material, Uplander best train tongue cups with learning ones of movements. Good news is I've already done that. Level 25 quest specifically to learn how to do advanced materia melding. Uplander is joiner of materia. Uplander desires to join much VS. Numit to make brain case of Uplander around with secret knowledge of materia. First, Uplander must be proven readiness. Uplander is showing you attaching 8 pieces of materia, then let Uplander release trade contracts. Yeah, I can do that another time, I think. I don't think I have enough material to do that. Or do I? Apparently I do. So, let's go for it, I guess. I'll do it with my higher level class, though, because this is going to require a level 25, so let's switch to Reborn. Meld a craftsmanship material. We'll also meld a control. What is the control used for? It is used by this class, though, isn't it? Yes. It is. We'll put it on the ash patterns. Which will also give the CPU bonus. Okay, next. What have we got? That's 3. We should check and see if we have enough with anything else we have equipped. We aren't going to know. Actually, no, we got a craftsman's cunning. We'll put that on the initiate's gloves. What else have we got? Piety, quick time. Okay. We'll check body. Go with whatever's the lowest level thing that's currently equipped. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with these. We'll go with the ones that make most sense. So it's got strength, dexterity, vitality, and determination. This one is used by disciplines of war. So we'll give it critical hit rate and direct hit rate? Where are we at? 2 more. Let's go with something that's used by 2 different classes. Let's switch to feet, I guess. Hard leather boots, which are used by all vitality, intelligence, determination, and not. We'll go ahead and give them. Has determination, so we'll go with critical aim and we'll boost the determination. We'll withdraw the material leader. Uplander has good joining skill. Units give Uplanders secret knowings of word bound. Most of the parts, one fighting tool bears only little material. If Uplander uses secret joining skill, one fighting tool bears many material. Maybe. Units each Uplander's secret joining skill for Uplander keep in brain case and sometimes work unrightly. Will fighting tool of Uplander bear many material? Will material turn to bitey bits? Using secret joining skill not for unstrung of bladder. And there we go, advanced knowledge. Okay, let's get back to our Marauder. And use our Vesper Bay tickets to get there. Got a new quest, apparently. Edric Ironheart. Got a new quest for us, apparently. Oh! For Halatali. It's for a new dungeon that we haven't done yet. Hail there, adventure. I am Edric Ironheart, an explorer by trade and a silent by allegiance. And you, my friend, look to me an adventurer in need of a challenge. I know just the place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in a corner of eastern lies Halatali, and it is there that you will find all the exciting Ukraine. The place was distorted in history. It was built some 100 years past as training ground for gladiators. The calamity raid ruins would though as it did to most things. Now Halatali is a shadowless full of sun. In the dark of that shadow lurks wild beasts, but bloodthirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there is no place finer than Halatali to test your skill and refine your technique. Indeed, I've taken the liberty of passing your name along the flame who oversees the place. Should you visit, speak with one Lafajoni and it will be good to gain access to a new dungeon. Lunch or brunch at this point because I actually haven't had breakfast. Something to eat. On the back of our trust, your visit to Bonfire proved fruitful. Yes, here you go. How remarkable difference a single piece of material can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize that such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Material may well give you the edge you need in hard work, so make it your ally. Now it's time to discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me, you are ready to begin. Okay, we just received an item. We traded in for a weapon. Now, I am going to go ahead and use that to get a weapon for a class that doesn't already have a decent enough weapon. So, let's go through our classes, I guess. Gladiator already has a level 20 weapon. Conjurer has a level 15 weapon. Archer has a level 15 weapon. Pugilist has a level 19 weapon. Lancer, level 14, so Lancer can get a new weapon. Rogue, 15. Thaumaturge, 20. Arcanist, 50. I'm going with the Lancer as a weapon. Alright, now let's switch back to the lava. Here we go. This is the one I wanted. Lord of the Inferno. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungus, the false priest. Revealed that he is due to meet with the Almanjar to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Almanjar responsible for the abductions. So they mean to have Ungus attend as planned. The Almanjar anticipate to offer fierce resistance. The Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide Sir Margaret. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, and will soon join you as soon as he is able. At such time as he does, you will be assigned sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him, such as his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Okay, I think this is actually a very good place to stop for now, because we start the next mission and we'll be going straight into Lord of the Inferno. And I think that's a great way to start the next stream. So yeah, we'll stop for now and continue later. So until next time, guys, as always, I'm Sparks, and I hope you have a lovely day. See yas!